Hi everyone, my name is Kyle Zimmerman, and today I'm going to be sharing a project that I'm super passionate about called Surf Tracker. So, Surf Tracker is a mobile application designed specifically for surfers to track their surf sessions. Just like runners use Strava or hikers use AllTrails, surfers will use Surf Tracker to track and log their surf sessions. So, why I chose to build this app? Obviously, it's something that I'm very passionate about as a surfer, and I found that despite the rising popularity of surfing over the past several years, with the addition to surfing to the Olympics, there isn't really a dedicated app out there for surfers to log and keep track of their sessions and progress. I saw a need for a specialized tool that not only helps surfers record their experiences, but also in a future state could connect them with their local surf communities. And that's something that's really exciting to me. With that, let's go ahead and jump into a live demo of Surf Tracker. So I'll go ahead and give the project a run in Xcode. Perfect. It looks like the build has finished and now it is loading. So we're presented with the icon, the logo, and the splash screen. And this is the sign in screen. So if a user has an account already, they'll be able to sign in with their email and password. So we're using the Swift UI framework and Firebase in combination of those two things to make the surf tracking app. In terms of Firebase, we're taking advantage of the authentication and Firestore database services. With that said, let's go ahead and create an account. One thing I want to demo is our error handling. So if I were to try to sign in here without a valid email or password, we have the alert that shows up letting the user know that they have an invalid or password format. We have robust error handling throughout the application. So if there is an error connecting to Firebase, like sending data or retrieving data, we handle those errors gracefully and letting users know that there has been some sort of issue with the particular action that they're trying to take. So I'll go ahead and close this out. We'll go ahead and type in a valid formatted email address and a password that meets the password validation criteria that we have listed here. We'll go ahead and sign up. And then we're presented with the home screen of the application. So now that we've actually created a user, if we go to our authentication here, we should see a third user, the one that we just created with the .org. And then the user is assigned a UUID. And this is really important because we'll be using this UUID to associate the different session documents that we're creating in the Firestore database to the particular user. So as you can see, we have some sessions here, but none of these sessions share this particular user's UUID. So that's why we're seeing on the home screen that we don't have any sessions logged. So we have a call to action that's presented to the user when they don't have any sessions logged, telling them to get outside and go surf and go log some sessions when they can. So the way that happens is by clicking on the plus icon. The user is presented with the session details form. Here they can go ahead and put in a name of a surf location or the location that they surfed that day or the day before. They can put in the height of the waves that day, the tide that they surfed it on, the wind direction, and they can get a rating. Super fun, glassy conditions. And go ahead and save. And when they save, the user is brought back to the home screen. They can see their session in a list where they have the location and the ranking. If we go to our Firestore database here, we can see that we've added a new session document here with the fields that we've input in our application. And you'll notice that the UUID here is tied to the same UUID we have in authentication. So that's how we're able to fetch this user's particular surf sessions. So once a session's been created, a user can always click back in and view their session details for the particular session. They can always come in and edit the um, data and save. And once again, if we go back to our Firestore database and we look, notice the document has updated in correspondence to the user's actions in the application. The other thing that users can do is actually delete sessions if they need to. Maybe they have a lot of sessions listed and it isn't really providing them value. So they can go ahead and maybe delete those particular sessions. So I'll go ahead and add a couple sessions here and show you kind of one of the other features that we have within the surf tracking app. Perfect. So now that we have a few sessions logged, one of the other cool features that we have within Surf Session Tracker is the search capabilities. So if you kind of scroll down there, the user will be presented with the search bar. And then as they type, we can filter the list to particular surf locations. So this is super valuable to surfers thinking about a new swell coming into their local surf spot. They'll be able to search for the location that they're wanting to surf, and they'll be able to see their past sessions and rankings of those sessions and the different details of what makes that session either, a highly rated session or a low rated session. This is super helpful in determining where to surf before the big swell comes in, hopefully getting a couple hours of waves without a large crowd. Perfect. So that is the surf session tracking app that I've been working on throughout the past few weeks as my final project for the mobile application courses. In terms of future state, I think a couple things that may want to add would be maybe the ability to add friends. So that way you can see maybe your friends' surf sessions or share session data with your friends. So that way you can have all of the data at your disposal before picking a spot to go surf at. And then also maybe something like a leaderboard. I know that's something that Strava and like all trails take advantage of, and I think that would be a cool way to kind of motivate your friend group to go outside and get in the water and go surfing. In terms of the functionality and some of the technical challenges that I faced, I think for me, kind of just general themes are at a high level. Styling with UI kit and knowing all of the different modifiers to create a clean user interface was a little challenging. I found myself doing a lot of Google searches, looking through Apple documentation to create the UI and figuring out the different modifiers and how to use them. Additionally, passing and using state within the application from view to view or felt a little challenging at times, just wondering if I was kind of following the right patterns and things like that. So once again, a lot of Google searching and making sure that I'm doing the right things or following best practices. So overall, I learned a lot, and I'm really excited to keep working on this app and continue pushing it forward. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and any feedback. Thank you so much.